Position.
Who's right there?
There you go. Okay, cool. Jesus, what the fuck? I can't. I'm about to be a dad.
Okay.
Shut off your ringer. Did you charge your circle thing? Your little can, Blake?
What?
Did you charge your little can?
Can.
The Bluetooth thing you had, the small one?
No.
No, you didn't charge it? Okay. Yes.
Everyone say hi to Andrew.
Andrew.
Hey. Hi, Andrew.
Don't shoot me.
Alright, I'm gonna. So, Jonathan, we are live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. It's not just one. I'm the mastermind. What's up with the mask? Allergies.
We're doing a copy.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to pull the live stream on my phone.
I got it.
Okay. Y'all read that?
What does it say?
Y'all read this?
Yeah. I also got the chat on my phone.
It says,
so I
what's
can
up
get
with
it.
the mask?
Okay. That's setting up.
No. Tap it, copper. Stand back.
Alright. That should be fine.
Alright. There you go. Alright. Looks
It'll be
like
very
we're in
quiet
business.
for us, but that's the line. Glare.
There.
Yeah, we need to fix that one.
Okay.
We need the lighting.
That's my edit.
Yeah.
Messed it up like it's messed them all up, dude. They're all bad right now.
No, the Facebook stream.
There.
The Facebook stream.
Oh, okay.
We're going to pull up the Facebook stream. This will be the YouTube chat.
Oh boy.
Control Spotify through my phone.
You don't mind me picking my nose.
So go to Facebook. Do I have the ad link for the link?
You can just watch the stream.
Yeah. Just watch it from your
Chris, you do it. Oh, you're on Facebook now. So can you tell me this?
Can you go down? Scroll down. Scroll down. This is the wrong group.
You keep lying.
It is. So just tap it again. It's the page. Let's see.
Oh. Got it.
Turn down your volume so it's not double. Like a lot.
Josh, say what's the purpose of the stream?
Purpose of the stream is to go track by track, listening to the EP that we released, and then explain how our writing process was and how we went ahead and came up with the ideas and stuff like that. So, and then there's going to be a Q&A at the end. So if you have any questions, go ahead and cook them up.
You have chat 'em?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll be in charge of monitoring Facebook chat. Alright.
Cool. We good?
It should be good.
Alrighty. So you want to start from the beginning, and then we just break it down?
No, let's wait a minute, hang out, wait for people to come in.
Okay.
Okay. Well, do we just reply on the Facebook like typing or?
No,
Hey,
you
talk.
say it. Yeah, you
Oh,
talk
okay.
okay. Cool.
Okay, you can't read that.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're like, do you read that? I'm like, no.
You want to share phones or?
What's up, y'all, for just joining?
Me and Christopher,
yeah,
will share
okay.
Facebook and you get the YouTube.
I got the
Okay,
YouTube.
okay. Yeah, this is not gonna work.
What was it like working with Adam?
That was fucking great.
It was incredible. The nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he was
Honestly.
really cool.
Yeah, I love that guy so much.
Nicest guy. You know, he works hard. He's very dedicated in what he does. You know, great overall guy.
Call it the names of who asked the question to.
And
So like Joan Arc said, how was your saves?
well, that question was from Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Hey, also let us know how the volumes are. If we need to lower mics,
Higher.
stuff like that, let us
like
know.
Yes, please. We want you guys to hear our luxurious voices.
Adam said, "Love you, dudes. Back at you." Thank you.
Adam, we love you
Adam,
so much.
dude. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's not even possible without you, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Andrew Bison said, "Did you show them Dan's super sub plate?"
Could I what?
Dan Super Sub.
What is this, Lucy? Dan Super. Oh, the sandwich place. No.
Oh, you mentioned it.
Yeah, I mentioned
Yeah,
it, but
please.
no, we haven't. That was the last time I was in the studio. Was the day we went to go get the subs.
We'll go after quarantine.
Speaking of quarantine, Chris Buelna says, "Have you guys been writing any new music since COVID-19?"
I have been.
Yes.
Yeah, I have been coming up with a lot of ideas. So
Same.
when we do get together, we would obviously lay them down.
Hopefully a
And
full
put-
album.
Yeah, I have.
No, it will be a full hour.
Like, with this amount of time, there's no excuse for us not to be writing.
Yeah, no excuse. No fucking excuse.
We currently have one that's almost complete.
You want to hire the mics?
higher the mic, he says the talking volume.
Okay, you said it.
Just a little bit. Yeah, not too much. We don't want it to like peak.
Is that better?
It's gonna sound a bit distorted.
Yeah, it is.
How about, is that better?
Is that better? Okay. But before COVID, we had some songs ready. It's just post. It's more of we got to get together and do it because all the practice places are closed right now.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of time before we get into the rehearsal space and start writing again.
Yeah, there's gonna be so much ideas. They're just gonna blow.
I'm actually trying to buy recording equipment. Not like super expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Just to like jot my ideas down and send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I get my day off, I just end up playing on the drums.
Matt's trying to get an electric drum set for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little electric side drums, like at least 3 or 4, you know, and get a little trigger odometer, and you know, put more, what do you call it, dynamic into our music.
Sick. Cool.
Blade's just being Blade, you know, sexy as always, keeping that voice.
Yeah.
You know, it's called music of silence.
Doing the occasional gutturals and all that.
Yes, he's been doing successfully.
Yeah. Cool.
What have you guys been doing to keep yourself busy during this quarantine? I'm actually curious.
I'm hoping you've been listening to the Faltering Line EP.
That especially.
Yeah, like I hope it's been on your agenda like every day.
Yes, please. Trust me. It blew my mind.
Yeah. I'm actually thoroughly surprised how it turned out.
Yeah,
it was really good.
I mean, Adam's work, man. I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Blew the doors down.
It's pretty good. It's pretty sick.
Schizo's my favorite.
Schizo's your favorite? Yeah. Alright, I guess we'll go down the line of what's the favorite from each EP. So Matt's favorite is Schizo. What's your favorite, Chris?
Extra blessed.
And why?
Extra Blessed? What's
Yeah.
that?
Extra blessed. Oh, man. I think it was because like we had so much fun writing that one.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
It's totally not because you wrote it or anything.
No,
not that
it's
at
like
all.
because like when we did that one, like we were just jamming. We just finished doing Hammerfest, and like we were super into like, and then I didn't want to stop playing, and then Efren joined in,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Matt came in, then you came in too, and then Blade
Yeah.
started just singing whatever he wanted, and
Yeah.
that's how we wrote it.
Blade started singing along with the toms, and he was like, God, I love your toms. He got so wet, you know.
Homie.
Alright.
Cool. And then, let's see, so Chris said Extra Blessed, right?
Yeah.
Matt took Schizo.
And then yours is that reason why.
My reason is because we were trying to figure out what to write, and my brother was writing something for the beginning of a song he had, and then he just came up with that beginning riff of Schizo.
Nice.
That eerie sounding, but like very loud, you know, and ended up becoming a very good song.
Yeah.
I think it's, you know, one of our very heaviest songs I've, you know, ever played.
I would say my favorite off this EP is not because I wrote it, but Split. I would say just the
you wrote it.
not because I wrote it. Jeez. Just because you know what everybody contributed to it. You know.
Yeah, I think with that one we all put our own little feelings. Like you
Yeah.
could tell each of us put our own little individual like spots on it.
Yeah, it was like pretty good.
Yeah.
It started like expanding a little bit more. At first, it started like kind of basic, and then eventually everyone just started like putting in their own thing. Blade's emotional lyrics to go with it. You know, the whole emotional heaviness is what I really love about it. So
Yeah.
I would say Split's my favorite for that reason.
Yeah.
What about you?
like a
What about you,
scene.
Blade? What's your favorite?
But then I see.
My favorite?
Yeah.
I like performing Schizo, but I like listening to Split.
Mm.
Like especially with the choir and that, or you know, just like that that little like addition to the song really changed the whole
Speak of the devil, we're listening to
feeling
Split right now.
Oh. The whole feeling of the song. So right now, Split's my favorite, especially with the little effect put on my voice. It adds like that. That eeriness it adds to it. It's just because I'm always about atmospheric when it comes to songs and stuff like that. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
Andrew said, since the day it came out, I haven't had the chance to drive and listen. Well, you don't need to drive. Just listen.
Yeah, you just put it on and
It's literally everywhere.
Chris says, is the record company going to help you guys with making videos for your EP?
Sadly, no.
No, but we already do have people already offering. We have three. We have 3 people that have offered to make and help with videos.
Yeah.
So when COVID dies down, we'll definitely be making some at least 2 to 3 videos for the EP.
Yeah, once COVID blows over, we're straight gonna.
Oh yeah, we're gonna murder.
We're gonna murder.
When can we see merchandise from the band?
We are working on that.
we are
Most likely when COVID is out, because we really don't have a system to like really like send people merch and stuff like that. So we know definitely when like COVID ends and we start playing shows, we will have merch on our first show back from COVID. That is a promise.
Yeah.
We will have merch.
Okay.
All right, Jasmine asked. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing?
Hi, Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Where are you,
manager.
Jasmine? Where are you, Jasmine?
All right, Jasmine asked what albums / bands inspired the EP.
Oh,
Right.
geez.
There's a lot of them. Mine was System of a Down's first album, and then Korn's Follow the Leader.
Oh yeah.
And then halfway through that EP, I started listening to a lot of Rammstein.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Rammstein's first album.
Yeah, Rammstein's first album. Yeah, that too. Same here. Knowing me, everyone knows me as in like.
That's cool though.
I love.
Yeah, it's cool. If anything, you can turn that on, and it has to resonate. So.
Well, what inspired me for the EP was, of course, everyone knows.
Okay, that's too much.
Yeah.
Too much light.
Slayer.
So turn the kitchen light on.
Especially for Hammerfist, that was one of the big inspiration that I wanted to.
Yep.
Big influence actually that I wanted to
Yeah,
incorporate into that song, especially if it was going to be a fast song. And then what else? Korn, of course. Grew up listening to Korn, such as Blade, and started listening to other music, as in like more classical feels.
All right, Josh, what albums or bands inspired you in the EP?
Oh, okay. I guess one heavy would probably be Gojira, for sure.
Oh, forgot to mention that, yeah.
Gojira's. I listened to the whole album of Magma, and I was like, this is what the kind of sound I kind of wanted to reach for, but not exactly be a blatant rip-off of it, So I guess another one is exclusively Black as the Soul from Korn, from the previous album. That's actually the song Split was actually my way of trying to do that. Playing Split, I was trying to figure out how to play. Oh, excuse me. How to play Black as the Soul, and then I came up with that riff. So it's pretty good. Chris. Oh wait, no, my bad. Go ahead. Blade, what's your inspiration for this EP? What was your inspiration?
A lot of for like Insane. A lot of it was like Korn and Mudvayne. And Hexter Blessed, I actually got a lot of inspiration from Slipknot and Pantera. Pretty much whatever all the guys have been saying. Yeah, they pretty much nailed it. We have a lot of influences. So you can definitely tell like this EP. It's not one sound. It's not one. You can't compare it to one genre. You can't compare it to one band. I feel like that's one of our greatest accomplishments with the EP, is that we've mixed a lot of influences into one sound. So yeah,
Big diversity, like very diverse.
Oh yeah, so much diversity.
Like we're very influenced and inspired by other bands, and we're into different types of music, and to a point where we don't even pretty much fit in, but it works out. So we incorporate every idea, every influence that we've ever had, and we also try to make our own sound as well. And you know, and it ends up being our own sound.
Yeah. Cool. Chris asks, "Are you guys looking forward to playing live again?" Hell yeah!
Absolutely.
Dude, like that's
yeah.
the one thing I miss the most.
Performing, I love performing.
Like, dude, so much.
No matter what genre it is.
Yeah.
Like performing is my favorite thing to do.
I love seeing people's reactions. I love seeing people getting fucking fucked up in the mosh. I love seeing that.
Speaking of mosh pits, we got Hammerfist playing right now. That's the mosh pit anthem right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Whenever we're on stage, like when I look at Josh, that's where I get my hype from sometimes. Like especially during in Zombie when he's just smacking like so out of the bass. That's when I get super into it. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a good show.
Yeah, especially Sinister from Subliminal. It's his favorite song from the EP, which is Hammerfist. And he literally said he couldn't wait till the EP dropped. He was waiting patiently, and now that it's here, he can't believe on
badass or something. You can't wait.
For the next one.
Yeah.
Sick. I mostly miss I guess the most I miss about it is just like the sheer like hearing everybody playing all at once, and then just hearing the sheer heaviness of it, and then seeing the crowd reaction. The only thing I don't like about it is coming home and having to brush out my hair, because my hair is just all the time just head banging, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, drenched with sweat. Oh man, and then you got the audience trying to come and hug you, and you warn them that you're sweaty.
It's all good, bro. It's all love.
But it is what it is.
It's all playing live, man.
Just everything, man. There's nothing. I mean, you can listen to a record all day, but the minute you listen to that record live, you hear. There's nothing else. Like live music is its own entity, and there's nothing like playing live. Like it's especially when the crowd gets down with you, man. It's one of the most. It's a high you never want to get off of. It's great. There's nothing more that makes me happier than playing live shows and just seeing everyone just flow with us, just get down with us. It's great.
Yeah, we feed off of you guys' energy. When we see you guys, you know, kicking each other in the faces, kind of stuff, you know, man, we it pumps us up, man.
It's pretty much like a circle, because you guys feed off of us just as much as we feed off of you guys. Like, because I noticed like when we're up there, you know, getting crazy, getting whiplashes and stuff from headbanging, we look down at you guys and we see you guys doing the same thing, and like we get even more into it. The more into it we get the more energized and hype you guys get. So like by the end of the show we're done playing, we're all like heavy breathing.
Oh yeah, especially our last song we always perform, which is Hammerfist. We bump up that song like 20 more BPMs, and yeah, that's a headbanger.
Yeah, I know it's a good show when I wake up and I feel like I have to go to the hospital to get a neck brace.
Right?
So I know it's a good show because I wake up like, you know what I'm saying? Pretty bad one. So that's what I know it's a good show if I have to crack my neck.
Waking up with a neck sore as hell, and then your dad's like, "What's wrong?" And you're like, "My neck hurts," and he's pretty much like a Cliff Burton, like his dad when he heard Cliff saying about his neck.
Skittles 32.
Skittles!
Hell yeah!
What's up, Skittles?
What's up, boy?
What's up, Skittles?
That's my dog Copper, if you don't know.
Oh.
Cool.
Luis Zuniga says hi.
What's
What's up,
up,
buddy? How
What's
you
up,
doing?
Louis?
Who says it?
Luis Zuniga. He
What
said,
up?
"Hello."
I don't think I could hear anything.
I mean, it sounds okay. I mean, we got the mic going. The
Check
music
volume.
stopped, but we got the mic going.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can anyone else hear us?
Let us know in the chat, please, if you guys can't hear us no more. But we'll continue. Chris says, "What show have you done is your favorite?"
Oh, there's a lot.
I would say as of right now is definitely the Edema show from Whiskey A Go Go.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you know
I
what?
would
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
that's my favorite.
That was our second time playing at the Whiskey, but that was
The best.
It's not really. It's just that was like we've never been like, especially like just post show. Like a lot of people came to us and just it was just amazing. Like a lot of people got down with what we presented, and it was just it was amazing feeling.
Yeah, and thanks to Chris from Citizens Exile, who came on stage and sang our cover song "Deer Dance" by System of a Down.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, great guy, sweet guy, good guy to hang out around with, man. I swear.
Yeah, he's cool. I was looking forward to the second time when we came back and did the Pomona show. I was actually really looking forward to that one.
Oh man.
And then the COVID hit. There were years stuck in doing live streams for y'all, you know. Same.
Yeah, the whiskey show though, that second time with Edema.
Everything was going right because the crowd was really reading our energy.
Yeah.
And then even our set as a band, just playing together, was really nice and tight.
Loud and clear, awesome. Thank you, Skittles.
Thanks, Skittles.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
Gladys, thank you.
Anybody have questions on Facebook?
We got
Yes.
from Creos. What dream band would you like to open for?
You want to say that one, Blaze?
Carrots.
Well,
corn.
Hands down, I think from all
Corn.
of us, corn.
elote.
I don't know. That's hard for me.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm saying, like, as a sound,
As a sound,
band would you want to open for?
Oh,
I think-
man. Yeah, you know
I
what?
think we fit more comfortably opening for, well, yeah, corn, but like
Corn.
Slipknot.
Slipknot, yeah, Slipknot would be another
Slipknot,
one.
System,
System, those,
Mudvayne,
yeah,
like
those
a lot
guys,
of
yeah.
new metal bands. I feel like we even though I wouldn't say that our sound is directly new metal.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with the Faulting Line. We're not new metal. We're not groove metal. We're not thrash metal. We're not metalcore or death metal. It's literally all those things combined. So you can grab it. You can put us in any of those like bands, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
pretty much.
You know what's funny? We often get punk shows. And
Yeah.
I
You know
what?
kind of find that funny.
That's
We
kind
would-
of true.
But it's fun.
We would love
Yeah.
to open to Rammstein too.
Oh my God.
Rammstein?
Oh,
Rammstein.
Rammstein is another one, yeah.
Yeah. Them,
Oh,
definitely.
I will get on fire.
Yeah. But put me on down for record. If Mudvayne reunites, I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but if they reunite, we need to open for them. I'm just saying.
Yep.
are you guys willing to do a Slipknot cover?
Ooh, I don't know. That's
It matters the song.
yeah.
It matters the song only because that's a 9-member band.
Yeah.
You know, like so. Like
That's a lot of
I've
percussion.
seen a lot of covers and of Slipknot songs, and it's that band. You can't really. It's almost like you can't cover them because like one, they're extremely unique, and two, it's just that's 9 members. So that's 9 instruments. Every band member
How many-
does something in it. So it's like
How many percussionists? Like 3?
I don't know. It's just it's hard.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like it'd be hard to do a Slipknot cover, but we definitely have to make like if we were, like it has to, we have to be able to do it with what we can because you don't want to
Yeah, we don't want to
butcher the song. You
No,
know what I
yeah.
mean? You don't want to butcher the song. I guess it just matters what song it is.
I would say Custer because just the aggression against that I like about it.
Yeah, and I would have to grow like another 2 set of arms.
I actually think we can do Unsainted.
Yeah, I'll be down. I'll be down for
Unsainted.
that.
I don't know. Or Sulfur.
Sulfur,
we could do
yeah, I
sulfur.
could do
Sulfur.
sulfur. I'm down for that.
The only thing extra we need is
What do you think we could cover? Hearing us,
I'm-
Skittles. What do you think? What Slipknot song do you think we could do
Yeah.
or anyone else who wants us to.
chime in on that subject?
Yeah, whoever thinks we could do a good Slipknot cover of said song, put it in chat right now. Like and subscribe if you want to see that in the future.
All right, Jonathan sent us a link. Says parts of the Edema show are in this video. Thank you, John.
Thank you, brother.
And well, Jonathan, sorry.
Righty just sent an emoji of corn.
Yep. And then Jonathan,
You should get that tattooed.
Jonathan again said, "I love to help with the Slipknot cover." Oh yeah, man.
You should. I'm not joking, man. You should buy marching tenors.
Dude,
For
that's
when you
my
have a drum solo.
that's my plan. I wanted to buy
You could just
marching
march
tenors.
around the stage.
That'd be
I
sick.
love to march around with that.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Or you could get it from the.
Bring me back drumline
Andrew said
vibes.
custard.
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 I said customer.
But I would definitely need backups. Like I feel like we'd have at least like 2 backups definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
I feel like yeah.
I gotta practice my screams.
you know what's funny? I tried. I was in the car with Efren the other day, and I tried doing screams, and dude, I could not. do it. I
Glad
lost.
says wait and bleed.
Wait and bleed. That's a good one.
You know what?
That one could be interesting.
We'll see.
But I gotta see what they use.
You know what?
Send more references.
I can hear that.
Send more.
Everyone
Send
tag Slipknot in our name, and if they notice us, Slipknot cover. All right.
more. Yeah, right now.
It could be like not tomorrow, not next week, next month. If it ever happens, we'll do a Slipknot cover.
On the rider, dude.
All right. Riley asked, "What's the hardest thing about being a new band right now? Quarantine aside."
A new band?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we're not really a new band. Like, are you talking like maybe like follower wise? Like, you know, not as a big band. Is that
Like coming up, kind of.
Yeah, because if that is what the question was, you know, is it's just like, you know, playing shows is like one of the biggest things that help you grow. And if you can't play shows, because like I said, there's nothing like a live show.
Exactly.
So, you know, people can hear this EP, but, you know, and be like, oh, this you know, it sounds awesome. But when you see us live playing the shows and you see the aggression on our face, you see the emotion, and just, you know, it's a different experience. It's a whole different sound, whole different like feeling. So, you know, that definitely grabs a lot more people. You know, live shows, and you know, when you're at live shows, you can promote, you know, merch more, and it's just you know, networking's a lot, hell of a lot easier on you know, live shows. You know, you network with the bands that you've played with and stuff like that, and so yeah, it's just really just quarantine is really it's making it very hard.
Yeah. Like, in order for you to get noticed, like, if you're just like, let's say you're supposed to start tomorrow, you would have to like literally be like, the way I see it is you'd probably have to promote yourself so much to the point where to get your name out there, you know, like post like every day or whatever. I ain't no internet guru, but I feel like to like push past that, I feel like that's what you'd probably have to do, promote yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Get your friends to notice you, and then if your friends like your music, then they'll promote you them too. So, I don't know.
It's not like,
It's kind of a hard question.
yeah, it's pretty hard.
Especially like, you know, shows that are like, don't get me wrong, those bands are, some of those bands we play with, you know, we enjoy, and you know, sometimes, you know, they're a little too heavy.
Yeah.
Either we're too heavy or we're too soft.
I would say like the hardest part, like what you said, is getting put with bands that can match with us.
Oh yeah, that match
Yeah.
up with our.
'Cause,
like-
like, we get like we play a lot of shows, and we love each and every one of them. But like sometimes we're too heavy or we're too soft, and then we get put with a lot of sometimes a lot of punk and ska shows.
Yeah.
Then we get put with a lot of deathcore bands.
Yeah, don't get like the wrong idea. Like, we love playing shows with those kinds of people, you know, those types of music.
Yeah, they're cool people.
And they're pretty cool people because you know, don't get me wrong, sometimes people love to hear different music. Sometimes they like to hear ska, sometimes they like to hear punk, and then when they end up hearing something like, as in, you know, metal related, you know, it gets the people going. But sometimes it's hard sometimes because either you're too heavy or you're too soft.
Andrew asked, what is the farthest you traveled for a show?
Oh jeez.
Oh man,
what was that one?
Van Nuys, was it?
It was either Van Nuys.
Or PD's place, I think, right?
No, I
Probably.
think it was either the Van Nuys Sound Studios or Compton.
Compton was pretty
Compton was pretty far. Yeah, it was pretty cool though.
No, I think Sound Studios. Sound Studios and Van. But yeah. Trust. As the taxi driver of the van.
Oh, yeah.
Van Nuys is the farthest one. Yeah, Van Nuys Sound Studios is by far the. Yeah.
Yeah, those shows were pretty good though.
Are you guys still looking for another guitarist? Yes.
Yeah.
We are.
Yes, we are.
It really helps with the sound.
Yeah, like
Because like we write a lot of songs, and it kind of annoys us because we need another guitarist.
yeah.
Because we
But
write
just with the
specific-
ideas, like
Yeah.
the ideas of what we
For-
could do, and it's
for they could fit. Because like there'll be times where Josh will write something, and I will write something with it. But like most of the time, it's missing that other guitarist to come in with like,
Yeah.
different effect.
And
To
then
get that full sound.
And it's very annoying because it just can't meet our expectations.
yeah, then Chris is no, actually Josh is like, you have another guitar? I have an idea, and like, but also at the same time, Josh wants to incorporate another, sound or idea he has for his bass.
the plan was once this EP dropped, we were really gonna look for another guitarist because we have something for people to like listen to and like
We want to
because we kind of have to we have to advertise our band a little bit to entice people to want to play with us so I mean before we didn't when we were looking we didn't have an EP, we had a few demos, but now that we have an EP, it can be done, but COVID quarantine, so it's we're just trying to play as safe as possible and just wait, and then definitely it'll.
Yeah.
I would say by the end of the year for sure we should have. We have one person that we're looking at, and it could maybe happen, but I would say for sure by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
If you know anyone, shoot him out here.
Yeah.
And we like, Chris needs someone to bounce his ideas off to.
Yeah.
It's like with Efren, Efren would come up with an idea, or my brother or Chris would come up with an idea and bounce off of each other's ideas, But as of right now, we need someone who could give more in-depth and more dynamic into our music.
How did it feel that Korn's drummer liked a post?
Bro, I was so giddy.
Oh,
Well,
my
I mean, he
God.
didn't technically. Okay, he didn't really like Post.
But he watched their story.
A band that I went on stage with, and we're getting pretty close to them. Dirty Machine. They posted about our EP, and Ray Luzier, the drummer of Korn, follows Dirty Machine, and so he saw us in their story. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, the sheer fact that his eyes saw our name.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's crazy.
Oh man.
So I mean, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll. You never know. You never know.
He's the man.
Well, you guys. Or wait, no, hold on. Gladius's cover, Ramon, Elea, Tragos, Hey, what did that say?
Mexican food.
Oh, okay.
Break it down.
Gladys Guzman says, cover Ramon Ayala, Tragos Amagaros. Make it metal. That would be a good challenge. Oh.
You know what? There's something I want to do. Is I want to learn Spanish to enough where I want to sing an entire song in Spanish. Like an entire song. I've always wanted to do that. I thought that would be really cool. Like just for one song, it'd just be different, and it's an entire song in Spanish. I've always wanted to do that.
You got
So.
the right person right here to help you with that.
But thank you, though.
Yeah, Riley asked, any local bands you want to give a shout out to? Ooh, there's a good amount.
Oh, man, this is a
Yeah,
shitload. I'm wearing one right now. Diabology.
Diabology right there.
Those motherfuckers,
Hey, they're young. They
young.
get down.
they
get down.
They get
They get
down.
down.
Shout out to Manic.
Manic.
Those guys were pretty badass.
Oh, yeah.
Citizens Exile.
Citizens
Yeah.
Exile.
Dirty Machine. They brought me on stage twice now,
Yeah.
and
Another one I can think of, Gorzama.
Yes,
Warzone.
Warzone. Yes, big supporters.
Program to Hate.
With Liberty.
With Liberty.
Liberty.
Especially with Liberty.
Joey and Marco. And Chappie. If y'all are watching, shout out to y'all.
Yeah, man.
Shadower.
Shadower is
Yeah.
another one. What's up, Shadower?
Subliminal.
Subliminal. That's a good one.
Ubiquity.
Big Witty.
Yeah,
What's
hell
up,
yeah.
brother?
What else? There's a lot.
There's quite a few. Like the list goes on.
Let me
but
see.
that's-
Hang on.
Beatdown, actually.
Beatdown. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
another
yeah.
one.
Will you guys travel to other close states to promote your band and your EP?
I mean, if given the chance.
Given the chance and
Yeah.
financial.
And financial,
Yeah.
yes,
Like,
financial.
gas,
Because
food,
we're on
a
budget.
vehicle. You know, we definitely need a vehicle because a lot of places it's like bring your own equipment.
Yeah.
So we definitely need a vehicle
I have been looking at.
to support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's. I feel like once we can get a nice like van or just something like a trailer, yeah, definitely. Then we can start looking at promoters in other states and
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I have been actually been looking at RVs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
it ahead,
Like I'll stay up really late at night, not being able to sleep.
Just
Then I'll just start looking at RVs and shit.
Like I was telling Chris, we all could save up to like $5,000 and pitch in for a RV and buy one for like 20 grand. If that's possible, you know.
Yeah. That's the finances. I mean, with my job, I don't think I can do that. I'm like barely making it by saving up for a car.
No,
Yeah.
I know. just throwing that idea.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you guys work on your music? Is it collectively or do only one of your guys write the songs? It's collective.
Yeah.
It's like hands down. It's like,
Yeah.
like
Starts
I-
off like I would say starts off one and then turns.
Yeah,
collective.
so yeah, someone shows a riff, an idea, and then yeah, it's not. There hasn't been one song where it's been one person who's written everything. Even I don't play any instruments. I can't.
Yeah.
But like
You give your input.
I'll give my input and idea, and they're able to translate my words into music. So I mean, it's
Blade's
Sometimes
music
it'll be
theory is amazing.
Sometimes it'll be like someone like will get an idea of a whole song,
Yeah.
but then like each of us would be like, well, let's try this instead of that, and like we'll collectively
Yeah.
write that song like into a new final.
And then when we think we wrote the song and we finished it,
We start adding more to it.
yeah. And then we're like, you know what?
That's
Scratch
what
that
happened
whole 3 minutes. Let's add this.
that happened a lot with Split.
Oh, Split. Yeah, that Split took a long ass time. But that's because we had that idea. We wanted something more than just it being, playing out, aggression and,
you know,
all that.
is like your white girl like.
Dick. I would like a
Like,
Yeah.
like
All right, Riley asked, what would each member's zombie apocalypse weapon be?
What?
Assassin's Creed blades, hidden blades, hands down.
Oh wait, our zombie
I picked-
apocalypse weapon?
I'd pick a light if those existed, but I mainly pick a blade, like a very.
You know what? Lights. Okay. Yeah, but lights. But the light attracts zombies.
I know.
I'm getting ideas from Dead Rising too.
But I pick a certain blade. Obviously,
Let me
I'd
see.
say hidden
Melee
blade.
weapon.
Because I mean, like hidden blade. No.
I would.
but you're getting really close to it. Think
I would
about
get
it.
a big diesel trailer, and put up big ass spikes in front of the grill of the car, and then each motherfucker, they're gonna get hit.
Here's mine.
Oh, that's so Pete. I hope you got netherite.
Spawn another block.
Yeah, a spear.
I don't know, something sharp because you
I don't-
can only
you wanna
use
pick
so
like
many
a-
bullets.
Yeah, okay, you don't want to pick like a gun or something because you eventually run out of those bullets. Haven't you guys played Resident Evil?
Yeah, I would not get a gun.
It's the most realistic game
All
I
right.
know.
Couple more questions, then we're gonna start the track by track breakdown. Are you guys in the band for the fame and money or the music?
The music, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
music.
we've all grown up to like different types of music. It's so unbelievable how each of us, how diverse each of us are.
Yeah.
Like if you talk to each one of us individually, and started talking about music, you hear all kinds of genres. I'm not kidding when I say this. Like
I
From
think
one-
you're kidding.
no, like I'm dead ass serious.
Well, although reality, we love playing shows, we like seeing reactions. But since we want,
We'd be lying if we said we don't want fame and money.
Yeah,
But
you know,
like,
it's-
but the heart of it
it's
is
still a business.
is we're in it for the music. We're in it for because I speak for everyone when I say music has definitely been one of the biggest influences, biggest things in our lives, and it's been our dream since we were kids.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
literally, it's like just having, daydreaming, seeing the crowd and
I remember
your
when,
name and.
I got my first guitar.
Yeah.
It was from a Toys R Us. It was one of those first act
Oh,
guitars.
first act, yeah.
My first song was Seven Nation Army. I thought I was
Nice.
so cool. and then I learned System of a Down, and I'm like, Seven Nation, get the hell out of here.
And then Lamb of God and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely we're for the music. Like,
Yeah.
there's no doubt. I mean, like we played in shows in front of 2 people.
No, yeah.
It's happened, and we still give our heart out, and
Yeah,
It's-
we enjoy.
this is what we want. This definitely. So
Yeah.
music.
We want this. We want.
We want these.
We want this. We love it though.
Alrighty. Okay, so should we start
Any other questions?
like the song list
Let's go song list.
or suggestions first? Like, let's just see like if anyone.
I think it's best for
Okay.
suggestions. Yeah.
Let's go
Okay.
suggestions.
So, first person to type in a song suggestion, they want us to break down. So, how we wrote it, where we wrote it, what the lyrics are about, all that kind of stuff.
So first one to write the song name, we'll do that one. We'll wait.
We'll wait. I already have a feeling
All
we're
right,
one
so
person.
all right, Andrew said Schizo.
Schizo. Okay, all right.
Okay,
all right.
so I'll do that one.
That's Chris. Yeah. You wrote it.
This one,
Wait,
this
wait,
one.
wait, 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 wait. I got.
Oh wait.
So what we're gonna do is we gotta play it.
That's right.
We're gonna be playing it first and then talking about it.
This one's so
so-
funny how I wrote it.
Is it gonna be like the whole song or each part?
We're gonna break it down each by part.
I wouldn't say like permanent.
No, but
Like especially the beginning, how the beginning came out too.
Yeah. So this one was super interesting because I was in the middle of watching The Pianist. It's in case you guys haven't seen that movie, you don't know what it is. It's about a piano player who
He's Jewish.
yeah, he's a Jewish man, and during World War II, and in the middle of this movie, and like near the ending of this movie, he gets caught by a Nazi soldier, and he asked him to play something because he didn't believe that he was a piano player, and then when he played him something, and in the end it shows him playing with a big orchestra. When I was done with the movie, it kind of like I want to write something that'll kind of put my view, like I want to see his point of view, right, through his eyes, but in my own how do you say it?
Perspective.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted to write like him while he's being forced to go to these camps. How it would have been, and how the people who suffered around him would have sounded.
I mean, also like, because for the topic of schizo, it's obviously about schizophrenia.
Yeah.
It's about dealing with schizophrenia, and it was your idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, what would you guys like to write about? And it was Chris picked schizo, so I was actually, while writing Schizo the lyrics, I actually looked up like the definition of schizophrenia and like other illnesses related to schizophrenia, and that's how I was able to come up with like catatonic. I didn't know that was a word. Somatic. I didn't know what those meant. So
you threw me for a loop when
Yeah,
you said
actually,
those.
when I
it's in the definition. It's
Yeah. Oh, okay.
so it was cool. So I looked up
Reference
those
to
definitions, and it was really cool. I researched those
Yeah.
lyrics.
And when I text you guys like schizophrenia in the group chat, I just finished watching that Pink Elephants on Parade scene from
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, okay, this has to be the song now.
Yeah.
But Schizo actually was it was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
Like,
quick.
we didn't really dwell on it. We're like, oh no. Everything really like
It came out
came into
smoothly.
play.
Yeah.
And we wrote that mostly in one day. That was mostly written in one day. We were practicing at Red Pro Studios, and we're like, all right, we finished, practicing our set. Let's get down to writing. And yeah, Schizo was quick. A lot. I feel like Schizo, like everyone has their major part. With Chris's, and then like Josh's, when he's right before the verse kicks in, that bass, that doom doom doom, And then Matt's like drumming when you were kicking into verses and chorus, and especially the chorus. I loved the drums for the verses and chorus. So I really like Schizo. Like instrumentally, Schizo is great.
Yeah. For that drum section, me and Matthew just we were watching. Me and him got inspired from a lot of movies we were watching, and then for this one we got inspired from Apocalypto.
Oh, Apocalypto. Yeah.
And he's like, I think I have an idea for a drum riff for the song, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you thinking? He goes, I don't know. It's kind of there, but it's not at the same time. Like, all right. And so when we were in our
I have
garage,
to hear it
we were practicing, and we started practicing it, and I told him to like give me like a tribal beat, and he gave me like a basic one. Then when I started playing with it, he started adding his own little licks to it.
Yeah.
And that's how it came.
Oh, sick. All right.
Yeah. Well, I wanted something to match the rhythm of Blade's lyrics, and that's when it came out. And this song, I think it's a pretty dark song, especially the second verse. When I was in the studio and I heard that, I was like, yeah, it touched me.
Well, me and Josh came up with a lot of the vocal ideas for it. Because I mean, like the whole laughing that wasn't original. That was on the spot. Because we tried recording this EP twice, technically. So when we first were recording this EP, I was like, how can we make Schizo creepy? It's about schizophrenia. The way the melody, it's a creepy song. So how can we make it more creepy?
Yeah, we wanted disturbing.
We came up with the laughter in the second verse, and then Josh was like, "Well, let's pan it left to right," and it was great. And then I was like, "What else can we do?" And for the instrumental breakdown between the first chorus and the second verse, I just kind of was like, "Okay, well." Kind of like how like someone losing their shit, basically. So that's that was a lot of fun doing that in the studio.
Dude, when you guys sent us like the first mix of it,
Like the demo.
As soon as I heard that part, I'm like, oh no fucking way, this sounds so cool.
Like I legit cause I it's almost like acting when you do parts vocally like that, you know, where you're trying to. You kind of almost, you have to act. You have to sit there, get in the mindset, and you're kind of acting it out. Yeah. You know, so it was really cool. Because remember after doing it, I was like, and scene.
Yeah. Good thing. I would say for writing the bass parts for this song was quite easy, but the in-between, because they told me, we need like something to segue into the verse to make it sound good. And at first I was just kind of like, okay, let me do this crazy bass solo kind of thing. And they were like, oh, that sounds good, but it didn't match the song. So I had to go back to the thing. So we did a quick little demo on the recording equipment here that I have. And I was just sitting in the garage and I was just thinking of what I could play. I was like, you know what? Simple can go a long way. So that's when because when we get there, I do something similar in Insane. And so I got that idea, but I did it above the 12th fret, and I did an octave. So from C to C, I did slap, pluck, and then slap, and then pluck. And then that's how you get that creepy boom, boom. And then once I did that, they were like, dude, that's it. Like, that's it right there. It sings. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it all happened in one day.
Yeah.
Did Schizo have a working title?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
was
did. It was
something.
No, it was Unseen. I remember.
Unseen?
Yeah. Cause
No,
I don't remember that.
I think it was always Schizo.
You know what? I think
trying
it was
to think about it because
no, it was Jason.
Oh,
Jason.
Yeah.
It was Jason. Because originally it was supposed to be like a murder
Jason
type of.
Voorhees,
Yeah, because with the I always thought of like
Chase.
someone like a chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Jason.
Yeah, there you go. I was like,
Jason.
I remember Jason though. Yeah, chasing Jason. That's how we kind of came up with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other suggestions? That is Schizo's track breakdowns.
I seen someone put zombie.
Zombie
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Zombie.
Zombie. What?
Zombie.
We talked about zombie.
All right, I just gotta say, zombie almost didn't become a thing because I remember sitting down when I was
much argument.
it wasn't arguments. It was zombie was difficult at first because when we were first shown the riff, it sounded a little too soft.
By the way, real quick, riff was made by the former guitarist Efren. So he presented that idea, but without vocals and.
Oh shit! I'm not playing zombie.
Oh, hold on.
Supposed to be professional. Wait, come on.
Come on, buddy. You're done. There we go.
Zombie.
So you hear the riff. See, before Matt added the heavy toms to go with it, it sounded like a really bare bones rock riff.
Yeah, like
Something like Alter Bridge or like Stone Temple Pilots or something, you know? So like I was kinda like, okay, let's see what we can do with it because I like a good challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I do like a good challenge.
It was a pretty challenging.
Yeah, that song was really because that song is what kind of got me to like adapt because I was new to songwriting. I wasn't very good at it, and yeah, this zombie was really like a teacher of trying to work with putting your own style on something. So because at first it really wasn't a hard song. It didn't sound that hard, but then when Chris came on it, and especially when Matt's toms, it changed the song, and it was great.
Yeah, that song. Oh man, that song showed us that you never want to throw away any ideas so fast.
Yeah. I would say it took us writing process for Zombie was
Like a month.
Yeah, a good couple days, like probably a month, like Matt just said.
I wouldn't say month, like it took like 30. It was just the in between practices.
Yeah, trying to like.
Yeah, because we didn't practice like every day or like every week.
We would try to fine tune the songs or ideas we had, especially like time and then the budget and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And then personal lives.
Yeah. Chris, what did you think of the riff when you first heard it?
When I first heard it, I thought it was interesting already. I already knew it was going to be a good song. Yeah. Because it kind of had like that groove. I kind of liked that little groove.
Yeah.
So when Efren was showing it to me, I kind of really got into it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this could work. And that's when Matthew started adding his drums in. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is definitely going to work.
Yeah.
And me and Efren started going back and forth on things.
Bouncing off each other.
Yeah, and then you started coming in, and it started fitting in more and more and more.
Yeah.
And then after like a couple more weeks of us like trying to get it instrumentally,
yeah.
As soon as Blades brought in his vocals and we kept adding more stuff into it, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah. I'd say the first thing that I instantly liked as soon as I mentioned it and we started playing it was definitely the gallops during the breakdown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to have a part like that.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out, okay.
Well, cause like
we want a breakdown, but we want a bridge.
Yeah.
Before a breakdown, so how's that gonna work? And then I think it was Chris that came up with it. Was it Chris?
Which one? For the gallops?
The bridge.
No, that was Efren. Yeah.
Efren came up with the beautiful bridge.
I came up to play the octave higher than him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Efren came up with that.
Yeah, at first you were copying him.
Yeah, at
with
first.
The thing. Yeah, I told you to go higher.
You told me to try as a chord.
Yeah.
And I remember telling you I kind of didn't like it, so I just played an octave higher. And you got into it.
Yeah.
And then like Josh said, that gallop part after the bridge, and then ended up coming a breakdown.
I remember how that came to be.
Okay.
We were talking about how it was too much like a bridge, but then you're like, let's just play it. Then I heard you galloping.
Yeah,
I was
going for it. Sometimes you just shoot for it and see if it works.
Yeah,
and sometimes it'll stick.
Yeah, I started hearing you gallop to it. I'm like, that sounds fun. That sounds cool. I gotta do it too. So then we ran it again, and me and him were galloping it. I'm like, that's it right there.
Yeah.
That song, I really love that song.
Yeah.
Like when we first played that and we finished it, I was like, I can't wait. I can't wait till we play it live,
Yeah,
And,
for sure.
we play it live, and we get a lot of, commentary on the song, and a lot good feedback, especially on Zombie.
Yeah.
Even my and my family, most of my family don't even listen to metal. But that's their favorite song, Zombie, out of the whole EP.
Yeah. What do you like about Zombie, Blade?
What do I love about Zombie? Is that what you want to know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! What's up?
You haven't put any input.
Lyrically, Zombie is really it hits to the heart for me, really hard. Zombie, bluntly, Zombie's about drug addiction. Someone in my life had a drug problem and how it's affected me. Mostly, like this song is kind of like me getting out my 16-year-old frustrations. Because how it's dark. For me personally, it's a very dark song. Sometimes it's even hard to sing it. But yeah, it's about drug addiction and how like when I say like I see you and me, like I see the
Intensive care unit.
intensive care.
The health is derailing, man.
Just like it's just everything about Zombie. It's really close to home, and it's funny how it's a fan favorite.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because I thought it'd be one of those songs where it's like, kind of like Daddy from Korn. Like a lot of people are just like, it's not like everyone's demanding to hear that song, but a lot of people demand to hear Zombie, and it's like interesting.
Yeah.
Because like the way they did it was pretty. You could, it was pretty clear.
Yeah, the meaning and the message is pretty clear. I would say like after Matt's heavy toms plus all of us doing our heavy riffing along with Efren's rock riff, if you want to go that, and then Blade just took it up a notch with the whole aggression and the meaning behind it, and therefore it makes it such a hard song and emotionally a hard song too.
Yeah, it's a very raw, emotional, heavy song, all in all.
Someone put something in Spanish, I don't know who that is.
Chingado.
Alejandro Guzman
Oh man, where's that at?
at the bottom.
Que vive el rock. Hell yeah, man. Rock lives on, man.
Oh yeah.
Anyone else wants us to break down the song?
All right. What other songs? If not, we'll pick something, and then you get the next one.
Yeah.
Going once, going twice. No kidding.
Give it a second.
I can't type fast, damn it.
My thumbs are too big for this keyboard.
I broke him.
Shout out for those watching on BlackBerry. I'm just kidding.
Use me phones.
All right. Then we're just gonna start from Extra Blessed.
All right. I'll start this one off because I still love talking about the story of how this came to be. I was scrolling through Facebook one day, of all places, and Matt reposted an old video of him and Chris. Chris was probably like 8 at the time. I don't know.
No, it was like 13.
He was like 13. Okay. He's 18 now.
Yeah.
Ladies. Anyway, so I hear Chris just jamming out a little bit on the guitar, and I just hear it like just that. And I was like, As soon as I finished hearing that, I messaged Matt like immediately.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, does Chris still know that song? Like, can he play it? Like, does he remember how it goes?" And then Matt's like, "Oh, let me ask." And then like 2 minutes later, he's like, "Yeah, he remembers." And I'm like, "Cool, let's do that at practice when we have it again." And it's like, "Cool." And then from there, it was smooth sailing. Like,
Yeah, I think that was our second song we wrote.
yeah, that was after the song "Insane."
Yeah.
It was pretty funny because with that chorus, I was listening to a lot of Scars on Broadway.
Oh yeah.
And so when I heard that, I was like, all right, we need to come up with something. I didn't try to come up with something that's kind of like it, but not too obvious.
Uh-huh.
So that's when I came up with that chorus. And then Efren told me, we'll try this instead. And kind of made it clear.
Oh yeah, one more thing. We're open. We would love to open for Stars on Broadway.
Oh, Scars on Broadway was another one for that question like 3 hours ago. Yeah. But for the chorus, because I wanted to put my little extra, I guess, sauce, because I am the sauce man, on the track. So I was messing around with a lot of bass chords, and so coming up with that chorus, I wanted to do something that sounded cool but like very melodic at the same time, so that way it's not just pure aggression, you know. So I would say I was messing with chords, and then I played this chord into the chorus, and then that's when I was like, oh hell yeah, because me and Efren, we were just jamming it in the room, and then I just played that randomly because, once again, you can go for it, see if it sticks. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. So I did that, and sure enough, I actually genuinely liked it, showed the guys, and they loved it too. So therefore, that was one of the parts in my bass parts that I added from there to give that little spice.
All right. Bloody.
What do you think about that?
It's not really what I think. It's track by track breakdown. We're breaking down.
Breaking down the sound.
For me, Hexer, but it was funny because when we were first playing the song, I actually got lyric inspiration from "Gently" by Slipknot. And then when we were hitting up the chorus, I didn't know what to do at first with the chorus. I really didn't. I didn't know what to do, and I sang, and so I was legit singing gibberish. It didn't make literally. I wasn't singing any words, but it was like a melody. But it was like this like Pantera like.
Yeah.
Oh,
type.
I remember what you were saying. You just kept saying fucking shit through the whole thing.
Yeah.
But keeping the melody like, fuck, shit. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I remember that. Dude, at first when we were first doing that, he had a verse ready, but not a chorus. So he would do the verse, and then when it came to the chorus, he would literally just drop out.
Yeah, he was like,
And then, like-
I can't think of anything, but it's there. It's there.
I was having writer's block, and then I was like, screw it, let me just try to do it. And then I started doing like just gibberish.
Yeah.
Like, and then, yeah. But
I mean-
lyrically, it's it's about the dealing with a breakup, kind of, hardship from a breakup, and, going back and forth into the same old just crap, and, I like hexed or blessed. So am I hexed that I'm always ending up in these situations, or am I blessed that that I'm learning from this? I'm gaining strength from these relationships and learning. That's why it's called hexed or blessed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would have to say, real quick, just jumping back to the instrumentals. I really like Matt's drumming because he follows the riff with the drums, if that makes any sense. So it's din and then, but Matt follows it with the kick and the snare. And I was just like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a nice relationship.
I follow Blade's vocals on the guitar.
Oh yeah, the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
When he starts kicking in.
And I followed the Blade's vocals also.
Yeah, the first couple bars. I'm playing the original rhythm.
I also follow the Blade vocals too.
And then rhythmically, after those first couple bars, I just want to go along with Blade's vocals.
Yeah.
By the way, we don't follow Blade. Blade follows us. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
All right, drummer.
No, now we follow him.
Former drummer of Faltering Line. I'm just kidding now.
Really? No, kidding.
Oh, God.
Mom.
That's it for Hexaplus?
Yeah.
Anybody else? got any
I got that idea. Just I kept listening to Korn's first song that got him big, which was Blind,
Blind?
and that gave me the idea of the
For the drum patterns?
for the drum pattern, and
Oh,
also
okay.
the same thing for the chorus. But in the chorus, it was more faster. So that's how I ended up with that idea.
Oh, okay, cool. Sick. All right. I guess we're gonna move forward to the next track,
Next,
which.
please pick the next song.
All right, we're giving it to you again, chat. Anybody want to hear something that the breakdown for? If not, then we'll just pick it. Oh, Alejandro Guzman says cover some Iron Maiden.
No.
He's the only non-Maiden fan here.
I just.
He does
It's
not.
not even. No, it's just. I don't think we can cover it.
Not really.
It's just, like. I don't know. I don't think it's.
We would have to go back to.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I see your
Even
point.
vocally, like just like.
Yeah, Blade's down here. Bruce Dickinson's like up
What you trying to say?
No, I'm just saying your vocal ranges are different. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah, but yeah, it's true. I mean, like, I don't think I could.
I mean, if
I
you-
just, I couldn't. I don't think I could do it justice.
maybe if you tie Blade's bolas, you could probably sing.
Oh my god.
But given the chance, if Blade needs a very long vocal break, I'm pretty sure me and the guys would be down to do the Trooper, like in a heartbeat.
Yeah, or something on the side, you know.
Let's do Gary Morgan.
Six. The number of the beast.
So, next track.
All
Alright,
cool.
we'll do insane.
All right, we'll go insane.
The
First faltering line song.
I think I was like,
This song was super funny for us because like transitioning into the chorus for this song just had us in such a mind block.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then like no, it had you guys in a mind block. And when
Yeah.
I joined, we still couldn't get it. And you're like, all right, well just jam out real quick. And then you guys stopped at the part, and I
you're
kept
like-
going, and that's when I came up with the dun 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 dun.
and then
You guys were like,
no.
oh, keep that.
It was Blade. Blade was the loudest one. He's like, stop. Remember that.
yeah. I was like, stop. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the reason why they tell me to remember that is I forget.
Dude, literally, you'll bring out the best riff you've
And you're like,
ever heard,
Play that again.
and then he
can't.
forgets it. So we gotta like record it or something for him because he would literally forget like 2 seconds after he just played it. So you know that's the struggle.
So cute. Sorry, it's a dog. It's a little.
Yeah. I would say Efren was the one who sort of just like
Yeah, because it
Did
started
something
off. It started
basic.
off in a bedroom,
my bedroom.
my bedroom, and it was on an acoustic guitar, I think.
An electrical drum.
Yeah, I would say I think it was an acoustic.
You know, no, because we had to. It was. I was spending the night,
That's
and we
right.
had to keep the volume
We had to keep it down.
So it was just. So
you're
we're playing
acoustic.
softly on an acoustic,
Yeah.
and it started with the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then he got all excited, but keeping his voice down because it was past curfew.
MTV, we're doing an unplugged.
Yeah. Yeah, so Blade got excited, and from there we started writing. That also took place in my bedroom, but we wanted that to establish that, I guess, new metal kind of sound. So we sort of wrote the lyrics like kind of in a rhyme scheme, sort of like slam poetry kind of thing, you know? So, you know, lyrics being, gotta feel pain, you driving me insane, digging in my veins, maggots in my brain, I'm living in fear, drowning in tears.
Corruption, I'm crushed. Deception and
Yes.
Wait,
There you go.
corruption and stuff.
Pizza. DiGiorno. But you know, just to keep that like rhyme thing because it was going with the riff that so gotta feel pain, you're driving me insane, digging in my veins, maggots in my brain.
It's almost like a rap.
Yeah.
The song was supposed to be originally named Morphine, but me and Blade had a quite debate on either Morphine or Insane, but I said Insane just because I think it would sound better.
Yeah.
Don't remember
You don't remember
that.
that?
No, I don't remember that.
No? I remember you're like, I want to name it Morphine.
Insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was it? I
Yeah,
don't remember.
yeah. I just remembered right now. It's quick. So,
Insane. I wrote Insane kind of in a bad time in a relationship. So it's kind of just dealing with that. And I kind of even delve into some suicide. At the end of the chorus, I always say I say toying with suicide. It's all the same.
yeah.
Because sometimes it just feels like it's all the same damn circle that just keeps going around and around and around, and it drives you insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the songs, they're
Pretty fucked up.
they're emotional. You know,
Yeah,
they're not. It's
emotional.
yeah. But you know that's the beauty of what we do. It's a very emotional band, and
Yeah.
it's what the music industry needs right now.
Yeah.
You're asking me.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into it. So yeah.
A hot debate.
Yeah, hot debate, like hot. I would say that was the first verse. It was me, Efren, and Blade writing that first verse. Just the simple, using things that rhyme but still keep that like cool new metal sound. And then the second verse, I was actually spending the night at Blade's house, and I remember him writing at like what,
Like 3, 4 a.m.
yeah, 3 or 4 in the
You were
morning.
I think you were playing a game while I was doing this.
On the 360 is how old it is. But I remember getting tired, and then I started just laying down, and then he was like starting to like write, like the creative juices were just flowing, cogwheels churning, all that stuff, and he's writing it. But I am so tired from the whole day that I'm starting to fall asleep, and then he's like writing this down, and then he goes, "What do you think about that?" And I'm like, and then he wakes me up, and I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds cool."
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah.
And then I fall back asleep, and then I get nudged again, and then he's like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's great." Now let me sleep, kind of thing, But that's how the second verse came to be. He was like on his own, just writing for it, and then he wrote the chorus and stuff. So, yeah.
Another topic about Insane, the breakdown. It got changed like twice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Instrumentally and lyrically. Because I remember thank God I changed it. Because it just, we had a couple
I think
breakdowns.
there was like
for
four different breakdowns, but we don't remember them because they're
Quite a few.
kind of suck.
I'm pretty sure if I go digging on the computer, I can probably find them. But
Yeah, because
I even forgot what lyrically I wrote, but it was bad.
You
And
said-
even I remember saying, I was like, oh, this isn't it.
yeah, because
This isn't it.
you guys did say, we're saving those just in case.
Yeah, I always keep stuff, like even old stuff, because sometimes when you bring up old stuff, you're like, oh, I am now better as a musician. I could probably put this idea to a better way, a better spin to make it sound better, So, yeah. Cool.
If you order a DiGiorno pizza from Amazon, is it still DiGiorno?
No,
No.
No.
It is not.
it's not the same.
No, it's not DiGiorno.
What kind of blasphemy?
Well, because it's delivered.
Exactly. It's
Exactly. No, because DiGiorno advertises as
not delivered.
it's not delivery.
Yeah.
It's DiGiorno.
Yeah.
But if you order it from Amazon,
It's delivered.
God damn.
It's funny. Sick. Alright, was that it for Insane? What you guys say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Cool.
Ow.
Alright, come on, Copper. You're being a bully.
Andrew says, "Love you. I can't wait for the future. Love you too, brother."
Love you too, Andrew.
we love you, Andrew.
Thank you,
You
man.
know you play a big part in this whole thing.
Yeah, no, without
Yeah,
you,
man.
we wouldn't have.
If I didn't
That
know you
show
12
was-
years ago, we wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
watch the mic. Watch the mic.
Hey.
Hey, keep it down. Oh, gosh. No, sorry, people, my dog.
Guard dog.
People came in. Cool.
You wanna come say hi, friend?
Sure. Oh, Efren,
What's up?
since we have you here, how about you share your writing with the stream on.
I took a sheet right there, bud.
Yeah.
Can they see? Oh, they can.
Yeah. So back up just this tad, so Blade's still in the frame. There you
No,
go.
it's okay. I don't have to be a friend.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
over here.
cool. So share your idea process for Insane and Zombie.
So, when it came to Zombie, when I wrote the riff, I was originally kind of inspired by Metalingus by Alter Bridge. So just mainly on that power chord part. But then Josh told me, hey, you should, instead of doing the power chord, do the little scratches in between. And so that's what turned the riff, I believe, from like a rock riff to more of a new metal riff. And so then it was just like, I like the balance of the riff part versus the power chord for like the verses, and then it just kind of makes it all go wild on the riff part.
Yeah.
As for the bridge, I think I was just trying to go for something simplistic because you could tell that it was going to be something deep for Blade.
Yeah.
We're on Zombie, right?
Yeah, on Zombie. And then as for Insane, that was just like the first riff we wrote. Like that was our first song, and so I was just like, I really like that do-do-do-do part. And so I was just like, how am I going to go about doing that? And I remember the moment where it just kind of, like, remember we could never figure out what that third note was going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was when it was just the three of us. And then...
In the room.
Yeah.
Acoustic.
Yeah. And then once we got that third note, we were like, oh, this is going to be good. And then we just all started building on it from there. Everybody kind of contributed a little bit something. And then I remember, like, because I helped co-write the lyrics with Blade. And then Joshua also did it too. That was like the first one where we all just like kind of contributed in a little bit of different ways.
We already explained it, but we were saying that it's like a slam poetry.
Yeah. No, it was like it should have like a rap feel to it as well, and so it should just be like just like bugged out things. The song doesn't have to necessarily make sense, you know. So that's kind of what the process was for that. But
Do we have a working title for Insane, or was it?
Yeah,
Oh, it was
we're
Morphine.
just-
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Morphine
yeah,
and
yeah,
Insane.
yeah.
It was
We
like
said that.
bouncing the two.
We said that. Yeah, we did say that.
No, remember we wanted to change the name of Insane because Korn dropped their single
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Insane.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we were like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, well, there's a lot of songs, Insane. I mean, come on, our
It's not
song,
like they're the first ones,
our
and not
song
like they're the
Zombie.
best ones.
People think of we're playing a Cranberry cover.
Yeah.
Cool. Sick. Do you want to share anything with the lecture? Like about the band or anything?
No, just like this new EP is really good. I helped contribute some additional guitars and stuff like that, so it was good to be able to like finish up with you guys and stuff like that. But also like it was just awesome just getting to see like it all come together, and then just like when you guys got signed, that was super dope too. So. Yeah, no, just seeing everything and the work all coming together and stuff like that. I can't wait to see what else is needed, and if I can help in any way, I'm here to help. So, but yeah, no, just these guys wrote a good EP, and was proud to be a part of it.
Sick.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, cool.
I love you.
Sick.
All right.
That's it for everybody.
If we
Thank you.
Camera's up there.
Thank you.
Cool. All right.
Alright,
With that, I guess we're gonna move forward. So
we
we
have
got Split and Hammerfist.
yeah, Split and Hammerfist.
So do you want to end it with Hammerfist or end it with Split?
I think we should end it with Split.
Okay, so Hammerfist.
Hammerfist first then. All right.
So Hammerfist was their field day.
Oh, dude. Blade was like, I'm not
right
saying
here.
he had like the brains or whatever, but it was essentially him
mostly
going
me.
like, yeah, like, let it flow. Because we were like starting to like, not really, because each one sort of had like a new metal theme.
You wanted to change up the game. a little
Yeah,
bit.
change it up. And so Blade sort of just went like, you know,
Do your thing.
do your thing, see what comes up. If something comes up, cool. If not, whatever, we'll keep writing. You know, and then so sure enough, Efren goes in the garage with Matt, and then sure enough, they're just jamming, and then all of a sudden you just hear the and then Matt just starts going crazy, and then we're just like, you know, this is it, man, this is sick. And then what is it? And then we show Chris. Wait, were you grounded at that time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got grounded.
That's
the
right.
grades.
Baby
Yeah.
Chris was grounded.
So you guys don't know this. I joined the band when I was in middle school, and when they wrote Hammerfist, I was grounded because I had a couple F's in classes. So
Yeah, some of you guys don't know. Chris is a minor.
Not
no
anymore.
longer.
Not no more.
I just
I forgot.
I just
April
turned
24th.
He's a legal baby.
It's
April 19th. My bad. April 24th is his.
Yeah. So yeah, I was grounded at that time.
April 20th?
Huh?
No, 19th.
Oh.
So when they showed it to me, it was like, all right, this is pretty interesting. And then as we progressed into writing the song, we played one show with it, and we decided to change a couple things from that.
Oh
Yeah, because it was like when we played that one live, it was kind of not there. was out of place a little bit when we got to certain parts.
Yeah.
But after that, it ended up becoming a pretty cool banger.
Yeah, because I mean, for me, you know, if you take away my vocals, it's a pretty like thrashy song,
Yeah.
and you know, so it was a little bit difficult. I was like, how can I put my style on Hammer Fist? And by the way, Hammer Fist was a working title, and it just stayed. It literally has nothing to do with the song.
Yeah. We never say once or any time throughout the song like Hammer Fist. You know what I'm saying? It was like, come on. So
I think of it as more metaphoric, especially if it's about, you know, wanting to
Yeah,
kick somebody's
Hammer
ass.
Fist is just one of those songs where you had a bad day, you take it one down, you turn on Hammer Fist, and you start moshing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those songs.
You need something to
it's
pump
very
you up
aggressive,
in your
angry song.
workout or something. Yeah. Play some Hammer Fist, man.
pumping iron, pumping the iron.
That cardio,
Yeah. I would say for some of the writing parts for Hammer Fist, doing the part where it's the segue back to that intro riff. Wait, is that technically the chorus? Yeah, so I would say chorus. It don't sound like one to me, but it's the chorus. That at first those were all singles, and there was just dan dan dan. But once again, Sauce Man bringing the sauce for that riffing. Decided to add a bunch of hammer-ons to go with it, and then therefore that came into fruition because the guys really liked it. So I'm really glad it turned out that way.
That song was close to getting scratched out.
Yeah, I remember that too. But we needed the song, so
but we had to leave it. I demanded.
I was like, there's good parts to it. Trust me. And then Josh added pretty much exactly what he just said.
Someone said, I love your guys' hair.
Oh, Skittles! Thanks, Skittles.
So, I'm going to have to burst your bubble because I shaved my head.
Oh,
It looks like a new.
We're all disappointed in it.
It looks like a new baby.
He had a
chick.
Britney Spears moment.
Oh, yeah. I posted that on my Instagram story.
He's like,
I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought I swear to God, I looked like one of the Three Stooges, Curly.
no. Oh, you mean when you shaved your head?
Yeah.
He kind of looked like he was thinking about it. He's like, I look like Larry.
But like for me, I was like, you know what I can do with it, because I got a lot of an influence a lot from like Slipknot and like deathcore. You know, some like Whitechapel stuff like that. Because I do like those type of vocals. So I was like, you know what, I can do that here. Because it's definitely that type of song that I can definitely, you know, crank that out to. So that's where kind of like my writer's block unblocked.
Yeah.
It's sort of unplugged and then the juices decided to flow through.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's it for Hammer
Yeah,
Fist.
I would say that's it for Hammer Fist.
Wait,
Wait, no, what's
wait,
the
Well,
lyrical-
no. Also, Hammer Fist. We actually do some different live. We have Hammer Fist, and then we have a live version of Hammer Fist.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. For like the live version of Hammer Fist, we add like an extra breakdown. And
To
from
the-
that
so like the
breakdown,
outro.
we added also the outro to Domination.
So there's like an extended breakdown at the end, and then when we play it live, it flows into the breakdown of Domination by Pantera.
Yeah.
So you can say we cover Pantera live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's perfect. It's literally
you should see the
perfect.
crowd.
That's the
You
nice-
should see the crowd.
Oh, yeah,
It
dude.
is
Oh man,
perfect.
once they hear that Floyd Rose hit, everyone already knows. They get ready. Their faces change.
And then I dropped the mic, man, and I've done it a couple times where I just went in the mosh pit, man. It was so much. It's so much fun. I love that. Domination with Pantera is my favorite song from them.
I can feel it in my neck when I'm ready to throw down
Yeah.
Domination,
Yeah.
dude. When Matt just goes, do, and I'm like,
Especially like after you just got done the outro to Hammer Fist.
And we're already like
and then
tired.
It's like, and then it's like that eerie quiet, and then
yeah, dude. Like I slapped the crap out of my bass. Like I'm afraid the string is gonna break on how hard I
my
hit
strings
it.
break rarely, so I'm too scared to.
One time,
What? Barely?
Rarely.
Rarely.
one time at a show.
Regularly.
Wait.
barely.
One time at a show in Domination, we were playing that part. We were playing, and
My string broke.
His string broke. My bass head fucking blew out.
Oh yeah, caved in.
So I was like, how am I gonna do this? So I had the mic right there, and I was hitting the mic with my pedal, giving it the extra, bass.
Yeah. During live shows, when crap happens like that, you panic, and then like later on, when you think post, you're like, why would that happen? Like, what happened? You know?
I think that's it for Hammerfest. For you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for Hammer.
Oh, she was reacting to Chris shaving his head, saying,
Oh,
no!
Who's that? Who's that?
Skittles.
Yeah, my Lion Mane will grow back though.
Yeah, I know.
No one should rock.
He had a Kerry King
No one
moment.
could rock a Lion
I
Mane.
know. He's like Kerry King now. Let's just look at it that
I
way.
look like a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how Kerry King headbangs? It looks like you're going like this with your thumb.
Someone said I look like Kerry King headbanger on stage.
If you look up Spy Kid's thumbs, you'll get.
I still say Dimebag.
Dimebag with the long hair. I would say yes.
Dimebag.
Yeah, his majestic
Dimebag.
hair, especially when it's all over the place and that.
Like,
All right,
man.
split.
we're going on a split.
Yeah,
All
right.
right.
Oh man,
We're here.
this one was challenging for me
Yeah.
because it was a slow song, and it was how we were gonna make it.
I think I was grounded for this one too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
How long were you?
It was just he was there for every other song except for Hammerfist and Split.
Efren just said, for those who didn't hear, asking Chris, how long were you grounded for, and what songs were you there for?
He was pretty much.
I was there for pretty much everything else except
It was like
I wasn't there for 3 songs.
it was like half a
Three
year. He
Zombie?
was grounded.
Weren't you grounded?
Hammerfist?
But in grounding, you got the Randall.
Oh yeah, in grinding,
yeah.
you got the freaking half stack.
Here's how much of a dick my dad is. He still bought me the Randall, right? But he said I can't touch it.
I'm a reference this too.
And by the time I was able to finally play it, because I brought my grades up, it wouldn't work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Quote my quoting my dad. This guy, fucked up, man. But fuck it, I'm getting in the random, but he's just gonna fucking look at it and suffer. I was just like, damn. Oh man. Let's see.
All right,
But
back on track to Split.
Oh yeah, split.
I would say for the choir parts, that was just sort of like something that was cooking in my head, I guess, because.
well, first it was Batman Beyond.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Batman Beyond. So I started off with the riff. This one was based off of because I literally saw like Gojira like maybe about a week or two before I wrote this song, riff wise, and I started just playing it, and then I decided to add like because if you listen to the song "Les Enfants Sauvages" from Gojira,
Is there one on the basement?
they have the delay guitar to go with the main riff, and I was like, dude, I could totally do something with the riff that I have for Split, and so I grabbed a guitar plugin that I have, and I put delay on it, and then I just started going for it, and it has this delay guitar thing, and I was like, dude, it adds so much atmosphere, and it has that like heavy kind of like emotion to it, like along with it, and so eventually, because if there's one thing you need to know, we don't really have the equipment for something like that. Yeah. I mean, now Chris has a delay pedal, but like we'll probably use that for later usage. But that was the first idea I had, and then I was thinking like, okay, well we can't use the delay pedal because we don't have one. So during band practice, we were just playing without it, and so that's when it just became the main sort of what you're hearing right now, just sort of that grit, heavy chugging kind of thing.
Yeah, that song was challenging, especially when you guys were like.
Oh, the stops.
Yeah, the stops. I didn't know what to play, so I don't know what happened, but I just came up with that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, it fits.
Yeah.
And I stayed with it. And like, overall the song's heavy, but once you get to that part and you listen to the drums, it sounds so not heavy.
Yeah. And then, Chris, what would you say your adventure was with Split for this one?
My what?
Your adventure, like
Adventure.
the writing process for it, I guess.
Oh, for this one. Oh man. I kind of just got into like that kind of Pantera Hollow vibe from it.
Oh yeah.
And when it got to the second verse, that's when I started adding the chugs.
Oh yeah.
And then Efren, he followed it, and like, as soon as we all heard that and how good it sounded with it, like we all just stopped.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we need to keep that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one if you get the whole band to stop and look at each other and just be like, that was it. Like that's the one. So
Yeah, that song took so long.
oh yeah, this one was quite a lengthy one as well, because I was listening to the demo we recorded from Blade's phone. Because back in the day, to actually listen to everything, we would just grab his phone and then just put it in the middle of Matt's garage at his old house, and then just play. And then that's how we got the song.
Oh, wait.
What was it?
That garage was small. It was
Oh.
hot.
It was like 102 degrees outside, but inside that damn garage was like like an oven. It was 110 or 115 in that garage.
You literally
Two
left
fans.
and
Two
you
metal
were
fans.
so sweaty. It turned into like slime sweat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
really bad
Like-
sweat, dude.
One song.
You're just like, oh, don't remind me. Don't remind
I feel like I should be like contributing that to the rest of the
It felt worse than a sauna.
No, I remember when they brought in the swamp cooler and it was so hot that it heated up the water in the swamp cooler.
Oh my god.
So it was just hot water.
It was hot air, constantly blowing.
My God.
Yeah.
But the winter was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, winter was nice. It was like nice and toasty. You weren't sweating too much. You got a little bit of sweat, you know. But yeah. So getting back to Split real quick.
Sorry.
I was listening to. No, it's cool. What is it? Hearing the demo, I kept hearing like choir and strings in my head. Like, and I'm like, dude, I need to put this down because that's what I kept hearing. And so I had to go onto the MIDI, and then I just started mapping it out with the song. And then I was like, oh yeah, this is good. And then I sent it to the guys, and then Chris,
Oh, man, we
being
loved
a classical
Enthusiast.
enthusiast.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Classic enthusiast.
Dude, Mike Tyson's gonna show up to our next show.
People like, I'm getting this nice pit.
What you say about my list?
Okay, all right, we're done. We're,
Alright,
we're
stop
done.
that.
Okay.
I don't want to get punched.
I want to get a right hook to the face.
You're about to see my hammer fist.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, guys, that's it. That's the end of the.
Please don't
Faltering
tag Hammer Fist.
Yeah.
Or don't tag Mike Tyson. Please
For
don't
Split,
tag
don't
Mike.
take my head. No.
That man will destroy and kill in that order.
What is it? The
line.
news
He's got a
anchor?
tiger too. God.
What is it? The dang news anchor.
Here we are live. Mike Tyson has killed everyone in the faltering line.
Alright.
Oh man.
I would say, what was your reaction for when you heard the choir and the strings? What is it?
Oh,
man.
I don't even know how to describe it. It fits so well.
Oh man.
Like that's why it fits so well. Like it blew my mind when I heard it.
My
Because
nipples
like
got hard.
like you, I was like, it's missing a little something. But I was thinking like it kind of like using a volume pedal and
Yeah.
having the guitars in.
Yeah.
But then you brought in the orchestra, the string
yeah.
orchestra in the back, and for the beginning, and you added like that type of crescendo in it
Yeah.
when it gets louder and softer. And I was like, that's pretty much it. Like I was
Yeah.
blown away with it.
Yeah. I would say that how I got the inspiration was because I was actually. Oh yeah, I was listening to Rammstein's.
But mine has been.
Yeah, mine has been. I was listening to it on the daily. Like that was like my earworm for the longest. And then I was like just like listening to Split. Yeah, I was listening to the Split thing. It was more so the intro though, because remember it has that, and then he slowly comes in on the vocals, and then it goes into the heaviness, and I'm like, dude. And then I listened to the Split. I'm like, dude, we could totally use that. And then that's where I got the inspiration. And then in my head, you know, like I said, it's been floating in my head for a while, and so I had to basically put it down on paper, technically the computer. So I had to put it down on paper and get it down, and then that's when I did the whole mapping for it, and that's how we got the choir and the strings for it. So that's what happened.
Yep.
Would you like to touch on Split?
Oh yes, of course. Yes, I would. Yeah, Split was kind of like a personal song for me. Like that's like my song. Like that's my like, you know, especially like I mean not lyrically, like it's that was really like from the heart, because the song is basically about borderline split personality disorder. So it was that song, it really let me vent out a lot of pain and a lot of just talking about it. And yeah, this one song I honestly I don't like playing live because I get a little bit too into it. It's just one of those songs where
you could feel it.
It's one of those songs for me. It was very emotional for me to write the song and to But I love it. It's my favorite song, but I hate playing it, man.
Yeah.
I hate playing not because like I don't like. No, it's a very emotional song for me.
I actually remember when you were trying to figure out lyrics for the song at the very beginning, you were like, oh, I could do I forgot what you said, but I was like, no, how about you do something deeper? And I just said, how about you talk about the split, like what we were talking about like earlier, the split personality. Like I think it was either that day or that week because I was always going over to this guy's house. But he talked about it, and I told him, how about you touch on that? And then so he's like, he just gave me a nod, and he's like, okay, I'll come up with something. And then sure enough, he came up with those lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty real. I know, and it's even just talking about it. It's kind of hard because it's. I don't really like talking about it too much because it's just one of those like inner demons type of thing because But it's about borderline personality disorder. I was diagnosed with it, in my early teens. So it was a big vent. It got a lot of like pain off my chest. Writing this and recording it, especially recording it, it was difficult. But yeah, I love the song though. Like hearing back on it, it's just like because that's my biggest objective is to convey emotion. Because when I was a teenager, a troubled teenager, that's what drew me to music so much was when a vocalist and a band you can just hear the emotion and the instruments, the lyrics, the way it's being sang, and all that stuff. It's that's my biggest attraction. So that's what I just tried doing. I just tried going really dark and deep, and not really holding back about it. So yeah. And then when Josh came up with the orchestra, that was like, that's it. Like that's, oh my gosh.
The emotional
I almost teared up because I was like, oh my god, like that's what it's missing. It's missing that, just that. Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Because we were trying to figure out what to replace with the delay pedal.
Because at first, because it almost sounds like Batman Beyond. The theme song, because it was like this, like it was just. Yeah, if you ever heard of Batman Beyond, the theme song,
if you haven't, check it out though. It's awesome.
You know what we're talking about. It's kind of like that, but basically, and then he turned it into like this choir, and it was just like wow.
Yeah.
Like, and then especially when it's played during the last verse, when it starts getting really heavy and chuggy, it makes a song, and also I love this because it's zombie or not zombie split. It's it's like this eerie, sad song, but it picks up right where it needs to pick up. When we're adding those chugs, because at first we didn't really add those chugs. It wasn't that, but then I forgot who came up with it.
Someone just went for it. I forgot.
Yeah, and then it was just like that chug.
It was you? Yeah. All right, it was Chris.
And it just changed. It was like another game changer. We're like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, because especially with Matt too, he was so into it that he was like breaking his already broken in half cymbal, just going.
Well, I didn't know what to play in between, those cymbal breaks, and then Josh was just like, why don't you just go crazy in the toms between those breaks, but like time it.
Yeah.
And then I did, and it came out as what you're hearing right now.
Yeah. Also, quick fun fact: the writing one, because I saw Gojira. Gojira, if you don't know, is the Japanese name for Godzilla. I named the thing because it sounded so similar to Gojira. I decided to name another kaiju monster, and I went with Mothra. And so Split, its writing title was originally Mothra, and then it turned into Split because of what Blade talks about in his lyrics. And
then another added, like in the studio, because you I'm not really big on effects. Like I'm not really big on because I've always liked bands that they sound live like they do on their albums.
Oh yeah.
But Adam came up with this this idea to add this little like old like radio telephone effect, and it just fit the song. It was actually really fun singing this song with the effect on it. It just I think it's great. It definitely adds that one more little piece of just awesomeness, I guess.
Yeah, and I think it also really helps convey the message if, like, for a first-time listener, this doesn't really get the idea. For sure, like, hearing the telephone effect of Blade's voice and then hearing him without the telephone effect, because it's kind of a talking to back and forth, I think that really helps boost the meaning of the song, like what it actually means and stuff like that. So I think, yeah.
Another cool adventure about the ending. The very ending of Split with where it gets quiet and you hear that breathing.
And then it's oh yeah.
So yeah, because I wanted to add, I was like, we should, because you know, like some songs like they have like this like kind of like outro. It's not music or anything. It's maybe people talking or maybe people doing something, ruffling up something. It's like, oh, what could we do with Split? I feel like it could work with Split. And I wanted like chains or like this clang sound. And I remember we were in Adam's studio and I was going around with this little Allen wrench because that was the only like piece of metal that we had that was bent. And I was banging, not really banging, but I was tapping on like metal or like pieces. Or just something just to get this like this clang. And then all this, because Adam had a ring on and he had a glass of water, and his ring tapped on the glass, and it made that. And I was like, I literally turned around, I was like, that's it. Like, do that again. And then you hear rustling, and I got actually this flannel. I ruffled up to kind of make like, almost like I'm in a room and I'm moving about when breathing, and it was just. That was fun doing that. That felt kind of cool.
It's kind of to me, it's like one of those like things that sound awesome, but when you think about how it came to be, it's like kind of goofy.
Yeah, it's goofy.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was goofy, but because it kind of like it gives you a more of visualization, with the song. Like hearing that, you like that what I see is someone in a corner.
Yeah. And
just that clang is like it just adds that eerie feeling, and I love it.
They're in a corner, fog is coming out their mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if that's what you think, that's pretty cool.
Going off the fog thing, like I think cemetery. Like
yeah, I think
cemetery.
You're walking through a cemetery.
Or like chain.
But chain wise.
But you're in the cemetery because it calms you.
Yeah, something like that. And then the chains. I think like I don't know what are they called, like a magician or something. I don't know, some dude with the dark hood and a chain. I don't know, something like that.
Death.
Yeah, Reaper. There you go.
Death is following you.
Yeah, like Death's following. That's what I picture in my head, at least.
Yeah, that was really fun doing that.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Well.
Yeah.
That was track by track breakdown.
Sick. Let's do a little bit of a Q&A before we end this
stream.
Before we end the stream, question and answer.
Okay.
So if you have any questions.
Any questions? Well, I guess maybe another like 20 minutes or so, maybe.
Yeah. Cool. Nothing yet? Alright, we'll wait for y'all. It's okay. Take your time.
Take your time. While that's happening, I'm going to use the little girl's room.
Okay.
The little girl's room.
Anything else we had to say? I feel like... But yeah, the EP overall, pretty good EP. Again, thanks to Adam. Especially our manager.
Yeah, Jasmine. Yeah, without Jasmine, I think most of this probably would not have happened. Also Andrew, because Andrew was the one who was able to, hooked it up pretty much.
Andrew hooked it up.
Yeah, so shout out to Andrew and Jasmine for getting our foot in the door for making this EP possible. Yeah.
Yeah, much love.
Andrew also got us with Vulgar.
Oh yeah, our first show was is actually Vulgar Productions. For those second. Wait, what?
First show was Whiskey Go-Go.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
First show was Whiskey Go-Go. We needed to get more shows, so Blade reached out to Andrew. Wait, you reached out to Andrew, right? Oh, Andrew hit Blade up because we were looking for shows, and sure enough, I actually wait for Blade to get back to tell that story, but essentially he was the one that helped us work with Vulgar Productions. For those who don't know, Vulgar Productions is a very good promoter.
Pop Studios.
Yeah, he was at Pop Studios, Sound Studios, you know, always throwing shows.
They don't do pop anymore.
Yeah, they don't do pop anymore, sadly. That was actually one of my favorites. Whatever, it was like, oh, we're going to be playing that pop again. I was like, yeah, let's go. So, for those who are like in a band trying to get into the scene, I would say try and reach out to Isaac from Vulgar and see if you can get on a show.
Everyone knows him as Mr. Vulgar.
Mr. Vulgar, yeah. So, go ahead and share the story about how Andrew hit you up for that.
Well, Andrew was in Pry Open.
Pry Open, yeah. That's right.
And, you know, I told Andrew I'm in the band, and, you know, I was like, hey, man, if you ever, like, you know, hook us up with the show, you know, that'd be great. And, you know, he said, you know, mutual, like, vice versa, you know, and we're like, yeah, we'll hook you up if we can. And then we were actually going to play at a birthday party, and they were like, yeah, one of the bands dropped out. Try to hit Vulgar up and to try to get on. But the position was already filled, but since we hit Vulgar up, they were like, hey, man, we have a show. I don't know when the show, I think it was, June, so it was like July, I think.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely summer because I remember dressing like cut off sleeves, like trying to get it real skinny, you know, because Blade's van at the time did not have any AC. So we rode with the windows down, but it just so happened to be humid that day. So it was like everything was sticking to you.
Oh man,
So,
Oh man, we had our shorts on. We had like,
yeah, dude.
we felt like taking sandals.
Yeah, so
It was hot.
yeah, that's that story. So yeah.
Any ideas on how you would go about making the next set list? What songs would stay? What songs would go?
Well,
I guess just depending on like
What we write next.
what we write next, you know,
Yeah.
because you know it does matter how long, you know, unfortunately how long COVID lasts.
Yeah.
Because you know we're definitely going to respect and, you know, common sense, you know, when it's safe to start playing shows. But I feel like guarantee Hexed or Blessed will stay, and Zombie or Schizo will definitely have to compete with each other. But I would definitely say Hex or Blessed and Hammerfist will always stay until eventually those get replaced.
Yeah.
But for like definitely for like the next album that we write or the next songs, yeah. But Hex or Blessed, it's like our opener. It's, you know, so you know when Josh goes, you know, do do, it's a good opener.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Hammerfist is just, it's a great ender. You know, we get to just finally, you know, get those last pumps of just energy and like, you know, out, and yeah. But I would personally say Hex or Blessed and Hammerfist will stay. Would definitely stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jasmine asked, any chance we get to see live stream performance of any of the songs?
Live stream performance.
I don't know.
That would definitely have to be worked out. Maybe
Yeah.
because this guy, he has a drum set, and we need multiple mics to get that crisp audio. So, as far as guitars and vocals, definitely for sure.
Yeah.
We could definitely do that.
It's just more of equipment.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to like show you guys like really bad quality. Me personally, but we will definitely. We've been talking about it. We've been discussing it. So stay tuned for that. That it most likely will happen though. We just got to work it out. Finish off with Dead Kennedys.
What song?
What song?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I do like some DK.
Who said
See,
that?
I'm just scared to like. I'm scared to
I got
like
you.
do that. What song?
I'm thinking Cambodia or California.
It's a holiday in Cambodia.
All right. Let's finish off with.
That would be interesting. Dead Kennedys.
Oh man, I grew up listening to that too.
See, like with those types of bands, I'm just worried because it's like you don't want to butcher it. You don't want to like disrespect the song. You know what I mean? Like,
Not sure if he means the stream or.
Just us playing. I mean, either one. I mean, it's still cool, but like,
what?
Just what is it? He said finish it off with Dead Kennedys, but we're not sure if he wants us to play Dead Kennedys. But I don't think we could play Dead Kennedys because we could get copyrighted, because this is gonna stay on the YouTube channel after it's done. So.
Are you talking about like? No, I think he's talking about set list.
Set list? Jeez, man. I don't know, man.
Let's see.
I don't know because can you do Dead Kennedys?
I can sing it in my style, but like I don't know, like Dead.
I mean,
Because like we plan on covering Nocturnal Me by Echo and the Bunnymen. We eventually will plan on covering Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo.
My personal favorite.
well, I mean,
What was another one we were like thinking about?
it's like a good.
Mind by System of a Down.
System, yeah.
Yeah, those are the three. Did we ever agree on the President Gas by Psycho
No,
Curse?
we were thinking about it, but we
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Dead Kennedys, well, I don't know, but that'd probably be a good challenge, you know.
Yeah, that's hard. Because it's like covering songs, it's like you have to make sure you can make it sound like your sound, but make
Good.
sure it doesn't butcher. Because I mean, you are taking you're taking someone's content,
Yeah.
so you don't want to like disrespect. Because I mean, like no offense, but, I mean, there's some covers out there where it's just like that's a no go, chief.
No, yeah, that ain't it.
It's just like it's like you don't cover that song. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you just don't cover that song.
Which
like the Beatles.
Yeah.
You don't ever cover the Beatles.
Yeah.
yeah, like which one was a good one? Marilyn Manson, Sweet Dreams. That one was alright.
yeah.
That was covered. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent one. And then, what is it? Sucker Punch came out, like, long after and did that one? Viva Las Vegas.
By Dead Kennedys. Alright.
I don't know about that.
Let me get my sombrero. Alright, let me see. We'll probably do it. We might do it, but like with a little gag.
Yeah. As of right now, the way it stands is because we've been doing Did My Time since, like, we freaking started. So we're trying to find
One
that.
of our songs in our set list is "Did My Time" by Korn.
Korn.
That's like our cover.
Yeah. We do a really good job of it, or at least I feel like we do
First
a
we
really
did
good job
System of a Down. Dear
Yeah.
Dance.
Deer Dance was the first
Well,
one.
"Dear Dance" was the first song we've ever played as a band together.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the first to get the unification.
Oh, was it 36 though? Wasn't it 36?
No,
Oh,
it was-
warm up with 36.
Yeah, we warmed up with System of a Down 36,
Yeah.
and then we played "Dear Dance"
Oh yeah.
before we even wrote "Insane." It was like
Yeah.
Yeah, because
and then it was also "Peephole."
oh
Peephole.
Peephole.
That's right. Yeah, I totally forgot the bass tabs, but I remember it.
Peephole, though.
So much fun.
people we had to we were like before COVID we were deciding either people or mine.
Yeah.
Because we eventually want to, because it's always good to maybe have like one or two covers in your set. So we're like, I remember I was thinking like we should maybe like switch it up and take "Did My Time" out and replace it with something else.
Yeah.
And we all decided "Mind" by System of a Down. So
Yeah.
definitely on our next show we play live, we're going to be playing "Mind" or
Yes.
covering "Mind" by System of a Down.
It's gonna be way heavier than the original.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Can't wait to
Yeah.
see people going crazy. You guys will go crazy.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna open it for any last questions. If not, then we will
Depart.
depart and then.
It's not their song. They covered it.
I think she's answering.
Well, Viva Las Vegas.
Oh, Viva's Las Vegas was Dead Kennedy. Dead Kennedy covered it. That was crazy.
That's right. That's
Oh,
why it made
didn't
me
he
laugh.
cover that one too?
I don't
It's
know.
hard.
Elvis's whole career was basically just covers.
Yeah.
It's kind of upsetting. Hey,
You know, kind of creepy.
jeez.
Stop it.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Check the Facebook.
See, one more minute, guys. One more minute.
I think that's it. I think that's gonna be it, guys. There's no more questions.
So that was a minute, but no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.
Again, shout out to Diabology, With Liberty, Shadower. Since
Just rewind to like the very beginning of the stream.
Where we shouted out.
Shout out all those bands.
Yeah. Also, subscribe and follow us, so that way we can go ahead because we're gonna do future live streams. We have an idea to live stream with other bands and just hang out with them and have a good time. So if you're down for that, just go ahead and follow us and like us and all that stuff. So
thank you guys.
yeah,
Faltering Line, self-titled EP. It's available everywhere.
streaming all platforms.
Best Buy, Target, Sprouts.
Amazon Music, Google Play.
McDonald's.
Trader Joe's,
Fresh and easy.
Fresh and easy.
CVS Pharmacy.
Ralph's,
Cool.
Yeah.
mailbox.
All right.
All right, Skittles. Love you guys. Love you, Skittles. I've seen you. I've seen you in our comments. Thank you for supporting us for
Yes.
as long as you have.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it. Alrighty, guys. That's gonna be the end of it. Sayonara.
Good.
Have a good night.
Have a good
And
night. Be safe during quarantine, please.
yes, please be safe. Wear masks. Keep your part. Stay off.
Sick.